what's the word? When you're like on drugs and you're yeah, like a schizophrenic uh, type of, I can imagine that it being that, because, but what I'm trying to get at is that what he said had me like making sense of things a bit more, like basically telling people to not feel bad in the most strangest way about what he's doing. gym